Okay. I guess it's working. Well, the thing quit on me as just almost before I was gonna take my break, anyways. So I just decided to go ahead and cut it. What it had done is it was doing the reconnect thing, and then what happened was somehow when it finally did reconnect, it like technically started a new stream, and then um, I was able to. The VOD is on YouTube, and the 1 minute stream that I ended that when it tried to reconnect, basically um, I basically deleted that. So it saved part one. It saved the whole stream. On Rumble, it did not save it. So the Rumble one, when it reconnected, it essentially overwrote the same, I don't know, the same stream or the same thing. So now the only thing that's left on the Rumble one of part one is that little 1 minute deal when it reconnected, and I don't know, it's weird stuff. Having weird stuff with the Wi-Fi basically. The internet I think is fine still. I think it was just the Wi-Fi because my phone's Wi-Fi wasn't working either. Even though we have our living room computer, our home theater PC, whatever you want to call it, actually connected via wire. So it's actually wired to the router. We're considering getting Starlink though because it's cheaper. Of course, we're running 400 megabits per second downloads right now, and so going with Starlink at like the $80 one, which is cheaper, brings it down to 200. So it's a drop, but it shouldn't be too noticeable. Going from 400 to 200, it might be a little bit noticeable, but it shouldn't be greatly noticeable. And so we're going to try to do that because Spectrum just raised their price to like $100 or something, or like 90 to 95 or something like that. It was before it was 80, and then went up to 90. Now it's like 95, and they just keep going up and up and up. And I don't necessarily need that much more speed. I would need more upload speed. That's the other thing about Starlink is it seems that it's going to have more upload speed because right now I'm just capped at 10 megabits upload. So whatever, whatever weird Spectrum's acting weird. It's weird, weird, weird. Okay, so let's I guess get back into it. And I was doing titles here because I'm gonna update some the linkages here with the scripts. Okay, surrounding the large burly Patreon. Uh, okay, so one's distracting them, so Corvus can steal. This one is not really a. He still steals some coins, but he steals some coins from that coin purse. Uh, some of them spill onto the table. Um, let's see. Uh, one is looking. Spilled coins. Spilled coin purse. That's I don't know. That's really unimaginative, but I'm just gonna get a move on here. T2P5 coin doubling scam. The scam. Its first new scam. Uh, its first new scam. Okay, I just leave it like that. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, so now we are going to do the thing where we rename. And the meta file shouldn't matter because there's no meta files in there. And I don't mind. It's going back into 0. Um, the origin's going to be 0, so I'll have to reload. Okay, so let's do that. Now let's go ahead and do whatever the next thing is. Retitle the pages, update names from labels. Okay, Python 3, step 4, update names from label. 5. Ducking the Bluff Skew, ducking into the Gulliver, Whole New World, the Shedding Shetland, the Mind Reader, Tiny Distraction, Spilled Coin Purse, his first new scam. Looks actually everything looks good so far. And then we'll do the reformat here in just a second. Open with text editor and page 2, ducking the Bluff Askew, the Gulliver, which is 3. Actually, it looks like that everything's correct here. Okay. That's great. Okay, so we're just going to go through them. T1 page 0, Zanzibar the Great. Label Zanzibar the Great. Chapter. Oh, we haven't got to that yet, right? Okay. T1P1 ducking into Lilliputian, right? See, and each of those goes to T2 a whole new world. That looks good. Door to a whole new world. Gulliver, a whole new world. Door to the Shedding Shetland. Door to the Mind Reader. Door to Tiny Distraction. Door to the Spilled Coin Purse. This is 2, 3, and 4, as this is page 1. So 2, 3, 4, and then his first new scam. Okay. And then we'll have to fix the door thing there in a little bit. Because what it means is I'm going to have to take the you know what? I almost could have reintroduced those pages, although the pages are a little bit different. They were modified when I recombined them. But I could almost use them the same way, just to make sure I name them properly, and then redo the things properly. I don't know. It's faster though. I mean, it might be just faster, just creating new pages, and then going ahead and going from there. Maybe. Okay, so that looks good. And so I'm gonna close it. Um, Now, step 5, reformat pages. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Python 3, step 5, reformat pages.5. Now, it should have title chapter. I don't know why I didn't do the proper chapter title. Why did it do the proper chapter title? Because I had a deal to name it. Zanzibar the Great. Zanzibar the Great's the name of the chapter, though. Um, Dang it. These are all chapter title now. I forget. Let's call it the bar. Yeah, right. Great. See if that does it. Okay. Let's open these in the text editor. Okay, that works. Okay, so one other thing that I am going to do. Um, I mean, I guess I'll do the other titles manually. I'll just do it manually. We'll check on the re. Anyways, we'll check on the on those. Okay, let's think of something. Let's think. Think. Um, think for a second. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and copy these in there, and I'm gonna reload the page, and I'm going to format them, link it up, and make sure I fix name some stuff. Okay, this is fine. Actually, this looks like it'll be fine. I guess I'll just minimize that. Um, let's go to rooms, old rooms. Let's copy, paste, and we're just pasting and copy the old rooms temporarily while I take these and. Oh, you know what? Okay, let's do our next here. Let's go back up here. Okay, where's my backups here? I started with. That's right. These are kind of out of order too. Doggone it. Um, everything's going fine. What name? Not size. Hello. Okay. November 11th, November 20th, December 2nd, January 13th. This is correct. This is not. Right, because the idea was that. Hmm. Let me think here. Think I have to renumber these because they're out of order. Let's do let's do something here. Let's do these by created time. What about the date modified though? Let's see something here. Date modified. I see. Modified 23rd of November, that's fine. 2nd of December, that's fine. These were modified in June. So maybe June, August, October, November, December. Okay, let's do them by date modified. Oh, I wish. Dang. Rooms back up. Let's do them backwards too. Date modified. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Thursday the 19th. Tuesday the 24th. Wednesday the 27th of August. October, October, October. Okay, so let me think about this for a moment. I think the way I was doing it was I was moving the ones that didn't have a thing at the end, and I was using that as my last backup. But then when I was ready to do another one, I would add it to I would change the thing to the other backup. All right, so let's do this properly. Let's go back by name. There are 13 of them. Okay, so we go by 13th. So we go by what did created time do? Created time would do the same thing, right? They would still be in chronological order, right? Am I right? I think I'm right. Okay. So this is right. This is okay. This is January 2020. No, rooms back up 12. This is Thursday. Thursday 25th of December. That's Christmas. And this is Tuesday. Okay, we're going by created time, right? Last created is this. Okay, we're gonna go by created, I guess. I mean, that should be the way it is anyways. 13, that's fine. 12. Um, this one should be 11. Let's rename this 0011. Okay. Then we can rename this one. So rename that. Create it first. So we rename this as 1. That. Now that is 1. Okay. And this one we rename as 4. I don't know, maybe that's not how I should do it. Here, let's do it. Okay, let's just do this this ways here. Yeah, I know. Adventures in renaming, right? 0010, because this should be 10. This one, rename this 0009. Okay. Rename this 0008. Oh, created Saturday the 18th. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just do like I said here. Rename the 7. 007. Rename this as 006. What? Why did it change places? I'm not doing it by, I'm doing it by created time, not by name. Let's see if I can do this here. Created. Okay. Created. 18th of October. What do we got? Okay, so technically these are all created at the same time. That's why it's doing it. So now it's doing it by name. Got it. Well, let's do it by date modified then. That. I know I'm wasting time here, but fix my backups before I do anything. Okay. Okay, so now we're doing by modified. I'm gonna assume modified is still correct. So this is 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. This should be 6. That means that if I rename this, I can rename this to 5, right? And I can rename this to 6. 06, like that. And then rename 004. Rename 003. Rename 02. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's just go ahead now, rename these, and cut their extra 0 off. Okay. Oh, boring crap. Maybe this is. Maybe I should be able to. Well, I mean, I would have done this otherwise anyways, but I was just gonna say maybe there's some of the stuff that I don't need to put in the stream in the future. Obviously, I don't need to do a lot of backups. I can just tell you what I did because this is not important to the making of the game. Renaming my backups. So rename. I love it. Okay, so it's good. Now, if I do name, and they're all in the proper order now. At least they're done by modified. So um, had to be at one time when I don't know. Doesn't matter, does it? I'm gonna do just what I said. I'm going to put. Okay, so what this is how I'm gonna do the actual deal. So we're gonna take these two and we're gonna move those into move them into there. Okay. Now I'm gonna rename these on purpose. Rename. Rename. Without the copy on it. And rename this. Without the copy on it. And that way, these are still always the most up-to-date ones. Most up-to-date ones don't have a deal on it. When I go to move a new one in there, what I'll do is I'll rename this to, say, 14 and the layout tool data to 5. And then I'll copy the layout data ones into here and I'll rename those. So now let's take both layout tool data and rooms and copy and paste. There we go. Okay, glad I got that out of the way. Now we got the rooms, and we got not only do we have that, we also have the copy of the old rooms, and now we can take the old rooms and we can do I want it to overwrite or do I want to add the text? Pardon me. Okay, so this is the old one. Let's go ahead and close that because I don't need that right this second. Chapter 7, Zanzibar the Great. And we are going to copy this whole text here. Okay. And in fact, I'm going to put it in a temporary we don't need that open. We're going to leave it there temporarily because I'm going to be overwriting the files. So I'm going to be taking these. We're going to cut. Back in the rooms. We're going to paste. Paste. It's going to overwrite the first one, which is fine. Replace. Okay. And we are going to we're going to go ahead and come in here. We're going to reload save scene, which is going to show all of those new rooms in the side. So reload save scene. Okay, that's fine. What actually? What's wait? What? Wait. Why? Okay, something's not right here. That's fine. Oh. Oh, wait. What? 7. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's why. This was down here because we were working on chapter 16. Okay. All right, my bad. In fact, we can actually do a lot of moving now. So we're gonna go ahead and no, 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 don't do that just yet. There we go. We're gonna take all these. Okay, now we're gonna move these down so that what the crap? Okay, that's fine. We can leave this gap in here, I think. Wait, the price of leadership. Okay, this doesn't actually need a gap. Okay, so let's go ahead and oh, and let's go ahead and move these down. So, and then we're gonna go ahead and place these. Okay. Okay. Just let me get this in here. I think this is right. Where is it? Oh, this because these happened before. All right, all right. What am I doing here? What's going on here? Come back to normal. Come back to normalcy. That's the actual chapter, and then this is. We're probably going to change that name a little bit too. Zanzibar the Great is the name of the chapter. The first title is probably not going to be that. Okay, there we go. Okay, the Shedding Shetland. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay, that's probably okay. There we go. Just, getting things to normalcy. And then, of course, this is that one. So let's copy that. Copy. And let's go into here. And first new scam. I wonder something though. I wonder if I need to have copied all of that. Just I think I just and this back and lapsewood can go. So let's go here. Let's go to this. This was the old name of one of the pages. We're gonna put the new ID. We're gonna go ahead and Control S. We're gonna go ahead and save room data, which did. Okay, and then Let's see. Okay. Zanzibar the Great. No, that's all right. Let's do this differently. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move these down to here. Save. We're gonna save room data. Okay. Okay, so I don't really need. Where's the? When was that? That was 124, right? That was earlier. Okay. Reconnected 125, which it wasn't successful. It made a new thing here. Okay. So now, let's see here. Hey, Rook. Sorry I didn't notice you there because I was too into trying to fix things up here. Um, let's see. Can I open recents? Yeah, recents. No, doggone it. Okay, open. Uh, favorites. Sounds about the great text. Make sure that these are the same. Here, actually, let's drag. Can I drag it? Yes. And then can I? Yeah, let's go ahead and shrink this down a little bit too. Let's stretch this out a little bit. And thief. Let's move this down. Okay. Zanzibar does a few tricks for the few locals he sees in some random village. This Crow Corvus steal from locals. Does some more shows in other villages. Max attends one of the shows, encourages to steal without his notice. Max leaves. Last show Zanzibar put on, but on the road discovers his money is gone. Max catches up to Zanzibar in another village, then confronts him. Makes a deal with them. Tax collection. Okay, let's let me examine that for a moment. Okay, so we have all the relevant text here, which is fine. Close without saving. Okay. Now here's where I was earlier. What I was saying about the where the midpoint lands and all that. Um, pardon me. Okay, so uh, all right. Let's see here. All right. There's some more shows in some other villages. Max attends one of his shows. Mines. Hmm. Maxim's guards searching everywhere for Zanzar's money. Actually, it won't take them long. You know what? That doesn't. Well, uh, so this. Okay, he's making a deal with them. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Um, Now, if I put these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I put these in the other. But what if I eliminate a page? Now, I'm not just trying to do less words. I'm trying to eliminate some action, some extra things that I need. Okay. Doesn't know where Zanzibar hides it. Uh, I'm actually gonna chop this out. So, and then I'll put this over here in the next chapter. So, the tax collection thing. Tax collection thing, I think, was it's not really a big like subplot. It was just so I could kind of structure it, with a so we can have like a kind of a midpoint, right? Traditionally, the midpoint was that he confronts him, right? So I had to give him something to do. Um, okay, and then the thing about collecting tax money, um, it's kind of like uh, it's not a strong plot point, I guess, or story beat, right? Because it's just it sounds like some busy work. It's some busy work, right? But um, unbeknownst that we'll do a thing where the thing is Zanzibar is a bad guy, but maybe he doesn't know about what Max is doing as far as abducting his audience. Basically, he doesn't know about it, or he does know about it. It's like he almost doesn't need to tell him. How do I say that? It's not like Max couldn't tell him, right? Zanzibar is a con artist. He's a thief. He's not a good guy, right? So it's not like he's keeping something from him because he's a bad guy or something, right? At the same time, he doesn't strictly need to tell him what he's doing with audience members. And then the tax collection was the thing to make a deal with him. you know, it was like, um, actually, maybe I should put that. You know what? I should put that in my notes. I'll just tell you here in just a second. Open my note. What? Um, oh, not, dang it, not new, dot on it. Okay, fine, recents. Uh, okay, so here's the deal. Um, okay, where are we, what's the deal here? I don't know if I ever be able to use these notes at all, but now we just don't need that little line of text here. Um, well, okay, I'm just making sure that the okay text is okay. Um, so the so uh the reason okay I know turning the bar and the tax collecting subplot. This is merely a how to say it. This is merely busy work for Zanzibar. Maybe he had planned to betray him in the first place, you know. But you know, he's trying to pocket these this money and stuff. This is merely busy work for uh, this is merely busy work for Zanzibar when really um, Max is using Zanzibar's um, increasing audience. That sounds dumb. Increasing audience to add more workers for his mines. With an intent to frame him eventually anyway. So to make it sound like he's offering his help to Zanzibar for something in return, he sends him to collect taxes. Okay, so I just wanted that as a note. It's something I just thought up because I'm looking at this thing and I'm kind of going like, why would you want him to collect taxes? Like, you know, that's dumb. You know, he says he's going to help him, right? He's going to help him in exchange for some tax collection. And really, I was going, you know, I just wanted to do that because I wanted to have, I wanted to do this deal. I wanted to have more stuff in the story, right? More story beat, more act structure, whatever. And I just thought that that's really weak, you know, because that's dumb. It's not really important to the story, you know, other than Max or Zanzibar stealing from him. But other than that, it's not really important to the story. Like I could completely remove that and you wouldn't miss it. Now, I don't necessarily need to keep it in, but I'm just thinking that uh, um, I'm just thinking this is part of the this is like the midpoint here, right? The midpoint is where he actually catches up to him. The first plot point is where he actually steals from Max, right? Or he actually steals from him in one of his shows. And at first he's mad, and then he's impressed, and then he's like, okay, I can use this guy. In fact, I can use him he seems to be pretty popular. So I can use this guy so I can amass more mine workers. Okay. So then he says, you know what? I'll help you out. I'll help you make even more money uh, by helping funding and supplying your show. And then he said, and then he thinks up, what can I say to him that wouldn't arouse suspicion, any kind of suspicion about what's going on. Um, Now it's like I said, he doesn't strictly need to not tell him, right? He doesn't have to tell him either. But we're kind of doing this sort of this busy work thing because he's really just using him to amass more workers, right, in his minds. So, so I'm leaving that in there, and then what I'm removing here is see these are four here, and these are five. But in reality, uh, these don't need to be separate beats. Why? Because now if I do separate pages, if I do like choices and I add some choices in there when they're searching for his money, that's fine. It's fine for me to put that in there. But as far as the main title, the main story beats, these can technically be the same beat. Okay. In fact, what's going to happen is they're not sure where he hides his money, but the first logical conclusion is the Grand Enchanted Landium, right? Because um, presumably he doesn't really know where Zanzibar is staying, but maybe you could assume that once he starts putting him up, once he starts giving him money and stuff, he puts him up in the hotel, um, and so the first place he would probably look is in the hotel room, right? Maybe I can do some decision points in there though, um, as far as where it's actually technically hidden. Okay, so but doesn't yet know where he hides it. Um, uh, Max then sends a few of his men, few of his henchmen, to Zanzibar's room in the Grand Enchanted Landian to find it. If I find find the the stash the stash in his hotel room, and take it, right? Okay. Now, we do have a thing here. Um, okay. We're actually gonna put this over here at done by Charles Villages and be between shows. Max uses the shows. Uses the shows to abduct, and we can just cut that off. Done by Charles Villages uses the shows Then Zanzibar starts putting some of the money he's collected into his own pocket. Let's see if I can do this, say it a little different way. Uh, I'm trying to think of how to kind of reword this so it kind of flows a little bit better. I'm not doing the narrative pass, obviously, but I'm trying to make it kind of make a sense, make a chronological sense, sort of. So Max isn't there with him. Max is actually sends guys to that. Let's see if I can write this a little bit differently. Um, Max discovers his money gone. While he leaves the last show. Hold on. Uh, okay. I have to leave this. No, this is. I can change this too. We only have the first two, right? So we haven't started on this yet. Okay, so uh here. Max discovers his money gone later. Later after he leaves bar. After he leaves the show. Confronts him after the show, makes a deal with him. Max helps Zanzibar with larger production in exchange for doing some tax collection. In reality, Max decides he can use Zanzibar's audience to fill his mines and sends some men to do this. Talks to a few of his men. He tells his men that when Zanzibar leaves for the next village to grab the audience members for the mines. Okay, That's a little bit long in the tooth. I don't know how that's gonna. If I have to. Um. Okay. Okay. In between shows. Uh. Control Z. Actually, I might could just remove that entirely because the abduction thing is it's just happening. Since then the bar doesn't know about Max's henchmen following him. He doesn't realize they know. Okay. When a messenger speaks quietly, he finds that Zanzibar is stealing from the taxes, doesn't know where it is. Max sends a few of his men, I'll just say a few of his men, to Zanzibar's room in the Grand Chamberlain to find it. They finally find the stash in his hotel room and take it in the room. And take it. Okay. So now I have the logical point here. Okay. This isn't, of course, this isn't the, this is not the, okay. So I'm gonna have to do a few things now. Now I'm gonna have to create a, since I got this the way I want it with the 4 things here, and the other 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the midpoint. The big midpoint is where he makes a deal with them, right? So you could kind of logically. Now I know these two are kind of close together in a sense, uh, and they are, but this kind of serves as what I call the like the first plot point, and then this is when he learns about. Or wait. That's right here, right? Makes a deal with him. He makes a deal with him. Okay, right. These are because this is kind of the I don't know. Yeah, this is like plot point 1, and then this is like well midpoint. Midpoint is after he makes the deal, I guess. So it's okay. It doesn't I guess it doesn't need to be exact. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, and these. All right. So this is the midpoint here. Well, this is the big midpoint. This is the midpoint. That's right. Right. This is the midpoint. This is plot point 1, even though they're kind of like next to each other. This would be Act 1. This would be the first part of Act 2, right? And the deal, and then the midpoint is where we find out why he's using Zanzibar. So that's kind of the midpoint here, in the sense. So that still kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay. Anyways, I guess I just have to justify it in myself or something. Okay, so I guess the next thing I need to do now is I need to create the other title pages. In fact, I need to. I guess I should create the title pages for both chapters, for both chapter 7 and 9. And that will be a long way to getting this done here. And who knows? Maybe I'll get them both done this week. Hopefully, we'll try it. Try it. I'll try to be on it and try to do it. Okay. Dad's playing Flintstones background music. He's probably doing something in his room, but it's always, I don't know. You should listen to the Hanna-Barbera, the Flintstones. What do they call that? Anyways, it's the background music basically for the Flintstones. It's kind of funny to listen to. It's funny when it's like, I'm like listening and going, "What's that song?" Oh yeah, that's it. It's dumb. It's funny, but music's good. But it's just funny, goofy music. Okay, that was title 2. So now we need 3 and 4. So I need to put it in those pages, right? So, and then let's do another thing too. Let's go ahead and tap the Great Princess Escape, then Zanzibar's Last Show. So we're going to take these and we're going to drop them down. Drop them like they're hot. I mean, drop them down. Right. Okay. And then we're going to create 2. Oh, maybe we should do a copy, huh? Like a manual copy? And I guess I should do it manually. So I'll do it like a manual copy, then I'll go and do a manual edit, and I'll give it its name and everything. And then, for a second. Um, so it needs a unique name and it needs a unique ID. Okay. We are going to do this ways. I'm going to copy page 5, T2 page 5 manually. His first new scam. So we're going to do a copy here. Copy. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and paste the copy. I'm not going to make more copies though because I'm going to, I don't know, maybe I'll do more copies. I mean, 2 more pages, right? 2 more? Okay, so 2. Okay. And paste. The first thing I need to do is I need to name these. Let's rename this to P6 and rename this to P7. That. Oh no, 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 no. Rename this title 3 and rename this title 4 and then rename these both to 0. Page 0. Page 0. Okay, alright, now I have to think of the name. Okay. So we're gonna think of a name here. And we're gonna rename these two. Okay, so right. Zanzibar the Great. Okay. Page 0, a whole new world. Title 2, a whole new world. Right? He managed to get into it in a whole new world of scams he can do. Okay, so T3 is going to be called okay, so I'm just going to call this mistake or opportunity. Mistake or opportunity. I don't know if I spelled that right. For some reason, it looks wrong. Opportunity. Maybe there's only one P in opportunity. Uh, okay. Opportunity. OPPORT. OPPORTUNITY. Opportunity. Okay. Mistake or opportunity. Okay. And then let's check out what will be the fourth one. See, these are super long. I'll have to think about that when I test them out. Actually, that doesn't really matter. I shouldn't really even care about that. I should only care about that in the narrative pass. The narrative pass is going to matter the length, so I'm going to have to make sure things are short as possible. Okay. rename the New Deal awesome. Now, I need to open those up so that I can open with text editor. Okay. T3, P0, mistake. For fortune. Okay. There. Whoop. Whoop. Not what I meant to do. Title. Mistake. Opportunity. Question mark. Okay. I don't know. I could. Okay. And then this is going to lead to T3 is going to lead to T4. So 07 T4 P0 the New Deal. That. And then door to the New Deal. I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Okay. Now, that takes care of that title. And then we're going to go here and we're going to call this the New Deal. We're going to call this T4P0 the New Deal. And it's the New Deal. Yeah, like that. Okay, that can lead to Princess Escape. That's correct. That's fine. And let's go back over here. Actually, in fact, I'm gonna change the text and everything and the doors and all that. So I just need to do this, and this is fine. So I'll just go ahead and close these. And what I'll do in here is I will go ahead and I will reload save scene. Okay, so now we got those two deals here, right? Okay. Okay, that's because this goes down here, and this goes up here. Oh, that's right. This should go here to the New Deal, and so let's copy the ID, copy. Let's go over here. Let's edit the destination here. OV. Okay, that's good. And then, right. This one's door should be. That's. Wait a minute, which one is this? Is this 3? This is 4. Wait a second. So what's wrong here? This first new scam needs to go to not the princess one. This needs to go to T3, right? This is T5. Okay, so which one is T3? This is T3. Okay, let's copy the ID. Copy. Let's go up to here. Control V. So then that should go to here. Say room data. Reload, save scene. Okay. So now we got this one. We got mistake or opportunity, T3. We have T4. We have the Great Princess Escape. And then I must have screwed this up here. Let's copy. I just put the wrong thing to the wrong thing here. Save room data. Save reload, save scene. What's the problem here? This is the Great Princess Escape number 8. This is chapter C. What the? Choice 1. Destination. Paste. Save room data. Reload save scene. Is everything going good now? T3, mistake or opportunity. T4, the new deal. And then this is the next princess one here. Okay. Looks like everything is good now. And then shoot, it's already 3:30. Doggone it. I'm gonna finish this one thing up though here. So give me a sec here. And that is I'm actually gonna finish the pages by adding the appropriate text. So let's go to the text editor. Okay, and 3 and 4. So Control C. And we're gonna open that up. And Control V. Okay. And this is actually called mistake or opportunity. Mistake or opportunity. Question mark. That's the name of it. Okay. Control S. Save room data. Okay. And then let's go into this one. New deal. And we're just going to say the new deal, period. And then over here, we're going to go and do this. Control C. New deal. Control V. Control S. Nope, I meant okay. Control S. Save room data. And here, we're going to edit that. Back in Lapswood. We're not going to do back in Lapswood because we're not switching back to there, at least not in this part. Okay. So, I guess I'll be ready tomorrow to add. I'll add the other title pages tomorrow to the other chapter. So I have them there ready, but I'll do that tomorrow. So, okay, well, that's all I can do for today. So, thanks, anybody in here. Oh, sorry I didn't notice you, Ergo. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. I was just paying too much attention, and now it's now my time is up. So, Catch me tomorrow. Tomorrow should be at my regular time, which is 11:30 Eastern U.S. time, and yeah, 11:30 U.S. Eastern U.S. and that would be 4:30 UK time, I guess, GMT or whatever. Okay. Anyways, I gotta go. So thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks Rug for stopping by, and Ergo, if you're still in here, thanks for stopping by. Sorry I didn't catch you early enough, but it's been weird. I'm trying to focus on uh, getting some work done. So I'll see everybody later. Thank you for watching part two, and I'll see you tomorrow at normal time, early. Everything will be ready, and we'll see you then, and we'll continue on with these two chapters.